Hello. There's a few people in. Welcome to the third live stream review for We Speak Music. Yeah, again, some nice comments coming in. Hello to Indonesia. Huge respect for the community out there. Yeah, for those of you that might not know who I am Reeps One. Yeah, Swiss Beatbox has been amazing in hosting some of the content that we've been releasing. It's a collaboration between myself, Lonely Leap, and Nokia Bell Labs, all in the attempt at trying to raise awareness about the human voice, what our culture is doing, and all the amazing things that are happening around the world, and people coming to the culture to understand the human voice more, from therapy to technology. So it's yeah, it's been really, really exciting. We've done a few of these streams. We get a few hundred in, and then we've had tens of thousands of views, which has been great just for a small conversation and a hello. This one's completely out of the blue. Again, I'm in Hong Kong at the moment. The first one I was in Seoul in Korea, then I was back in London. Now I'm in Hong Kong. It's amazing that I get to travel, but it's been more interesting seeing how people respond to the documentary. And the third episode was really, really special. We really believe it's going to take all of the episodes coming out before people really catch up with the concepts. But the third episode was about how the academic world is coming and turning its head to voice culture and what human beings are doing with their voices, what beatbox culture is doing with its voice. I've had my brain scanned a whole bunch of times by UCL. I'm going to answer that question. There's a really good question is, are we going to get subtitles on the videos? I think it's really important for the growth of the project, that for it to eventually sort of to go beyond, because it's not all about people that speak English. We're trying to kind of connect with the whole world. So we're working on that at the moment. I really, really hope that we get to sort of sort that out. But yeah, the third episode, there's a person in it called Sophie Scott, and she has scanned my brain, I think, 7 times now. And it's all exploring the fact that we can control our voices the way that we do, and the fact that we make sounds as opposed to speaking. She believes that is something that is older than language itself. So if you think before language was formed, we were probably making sounds to each other to understand each other and connect. And in some way, in a bizarre turn of fate, that's a lot like what beatboxers are doing, which is, you just would never think in a million years that would be similar, but it is. And there's a lot that you can learn from the extreme ways that we use our voice, because for example, when I do my inward drag, they've never seen a diaphragm move that way. And if you think of all of human knowledge and around the voice, like contemporary scientific understanding of the voice, it's really strange that people can still do new things, and people can actually still create in the way and use the human body in a way that no one had seen before. And that's actually what a lot of you guys out there in the community are doing. Like, you're using the human voice in a way that has never been seen before. And it's very rare in your life you really get the opportunity to say that you're part of something brand new. So the third episode focuses on the work that she's done, proving that this control of the voice isn't the same of what you find in language. It's a new use of the voice, but it has some connection to maybe a use of the voice that is pre-language, so just sound making. But now we're doing these crazy extreme things. And the very beginning of the episode starts with me at Harvard University, and I did a project there where I asked the world to sorry, I always throws me off when people say nice things. I asked the world to send me your unique sounds. That was amazing. We had around about 200 people send in like unique human beatbox sounds, and there was stuff I'd never heard before. And I used my sound tree system, which I won't go into now. But the sound tree system allows for me to break down sounds and understand them better, and that made me level up so much when I started doing that. So if you take something like a really simple sound like that is and together, and I found my own way of drawing that and representing that. So I tried to do that for a number of the 200 sounds that were sent in. And I did a few different things at Harvard University, but that was one of them, and I was lucky for them to come and film that, and you see that in the episode. But the most important thing, it's not about my opinion, it's this episode more than any other. It would be great to show your teachers, and the next episode actually, show your teachers, show your friends, people that think it's just a musical act. It shows that there are these huge institutions, these incredible universities that are actually pushing for this art form and using it as a way to understand new ideas. And that's insane. So yeah, you can show that to your teachers, your friends, engineers, artists. There's a lot to take from that. I will say, do watch the next episode. It's like, for me, it was huge. We had to wait 1 year before we could actually film, which was crazy. So we went the first time, and it was 1 year later that we got permission to actually watch what was happening and film it as well. So the next episode is about how beatboxing is being used to help young people speak. So people that haven't been able to kind of control their voices, they're actually using beatboxing at Lavelle to open up people's capacity to communicate. And I think that's a massive thing. So there's a few of us on the live stream. There's a lot more people that watch afterwards when this goes back on Swiss Beatbox. But if anyone take something from this, like, wait for the next episode and this episode and show it to people outside of the community, because it's in my world, it's really turning people's heads and it's opening people's minds. So I'm getting a question about throat bass. Throat bass is a really difficult sound because it's not something you can just learn. It takes a long time to get the textures right. You have to practice again and again, and in the right way. You have to make sure that you're protecting your voice. So you have the E, and then the second tone is the harmonic. So make sure you're practicing both at the same time. So yeah, hello to the global community. Watch the next episodes, and I'll be back again for a freestyle and a performance. But I just wanted to share that little bit of information with you guys. Yeah, we really care about this film, and we understand that it's an experimental film. It's not a normal piece of content. We didn't expect it to immediately be understood by the world, but there is this amazing response from press and universities. We did a screening at the BFI, and as a community, I think this project will be remembered from years to come, so that even in 10 years from now, you can come back to We Speak Music and show how we were growing and we were innovating. So yeah, much respect. I have to go now, but Reeps one to the world. Thank you so much for listening. Big up to Swiss Beatbox and Lonely Leap and Nokia Bell Labs. So until the next time.